People, we're back in it for another one. I hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. And one of the things that we've noticed a lot with this modern trash era of Call of Duty, the Warzone era, like literally, objectively, the worst era of Call of Duty you could possibly be in. Take me back to the jetpacks. But this worst era, you know, we got all these problems with the game, and a lot of us are out here and we make it known. We make our complaints known. We try to make a little noise about this. We got a lot of people that defend this trash era of Call of Duty. They even have like little emotional support groups hating on people who complain about the video game. Like, I see it all the time, man. We got these nerds out here who got like a little corner of Twitter or whatever, Reddit, Discord. And like they got these little hand-holding, butt buddy, emotional support groups where they just like, they hate on Blame Truth. Every time they're on the socials like that, they just spend their whole time obsessed with and hating on people like Blame Truth. Just talking mad shit about him all day long because he said mean words about the video game, the Call of Duty. And lately on this channel, you know, we've been kind of exposing some of these people. A lot of people try to tell us, well, if you stop talking about COD, if you YouTubers stop complaining about COD, well, then that's how it's going to get fixed. And I make the point, well, look at all these nerds out here ready to pre-order a $40 bundle just because it's a woman. Like, what are you talking about, man? The problems are still going to be here. They're going to keep taking these whales for everything these whales' parents got. It does not matter. All of us complaining about COD and making these videos could quit COD tomorrow. The franchise is still going to be one of the best-selling franchises, and it's going to be one of the most profitable franchises because of all these nerds, these simps, these whales. They don't care how broken the game is. They don't care what's wrong with it. They don't care how many cheaters they run in. They don't care. They have this incessant need, almost nurturing, towards Activision to give them more money. They feel like they gotta buy these cringy bundles for an operator skin in a first-person shooter, or else the game will die. Activision needs this money. They feel like they've accomplished something. They're doing something for society by supporting the multi-billion-dollar company, and then they get out here for free. Well, they pay Activision to do it. They get out here, pro bono nerds, and they go to war for them, man. Defending them, making excuses, damage control. Now, it would be so easy just to run it out here and roast these nerds, these clowns. Just roast the shit out of them. Rip them apart in these commentaries like that. And no doubt, a lot of people would find that entertaining and interesting to watch. We could do that. I think it could be even more fun. Still exposing these weirdos, but kind of playing a game with it. Like, do you think this is a super giga dumb fanboy? Or do you think this is an undercover dev? Because we see them everywhere, man. Like, all they do is cry rage. These victim baiters, man. That's what they are. They're victim baiters for the multi-billion-dollar company, and everything. They dismiss everything as rage bait. Like, if you have a legitimate criticism about the game, doesn't matter if it's valid, rage bait, man. They just dismiss you. It doesn't matter who it is. They just dismiss you as rage bait. They get out here crying about people complaining about the game constantly, man. You'll go to Reddit. You'll see them all the time. These people genuinely bothered about people complaining about the goddamn video game that they purchased on their own socials. So check this out. Once I got on my phone today, seen a few posts of people complaining about cheaters, videos of people cheating that obviously aren't getting dealt with by Activision. I run it over to Reddit. You're not going to find any cheater clips there because they take them joints down. Like, with the quickness, they're just gone. But I see a ton of posts from these people complaining about the game. The DirectX Air's performance, not only on PC, but on the consoles as well, too. Xbox and PlayStation. It's just, everybody's having a problem with Black Ops 6 right now. Just the list goes on and on with the mountain of problems that people have with this game. So this post, after I went through all those posts about people complaining about the game, I run across this post. And I want you guys to tell me, do you think this is a dumb nerd, a super fanboy? Or do you think this is an undercover dev? Check this out. Stavers10. He says multiplayer isn't that hard. I don't get the negativity. Just because someone has a half-decent WD or KD doesn't mean that they party up, spawn kill, or camp with a question mark. Okay. Once you have a basic understanding of how the game works, it's really not hard to be good. Well, it's so funny, like, they always expose themselves when they're trying to defend the game, right? So, like, you could take what he just said right there and you could just shut skill-based matchmaking all the way the fuck down. Like, there it goes. Y'all defending the game. You don't even realize that you put your foot in your mouth and you killed your own arguments, dude. It's really not that hard to be good at Call of Duty. I've been saying this for years, man. We don't need the matchmaking. Any noob could pick up a gun and get a kill. Again, you guys know, I don't consider myself to be a great player. I've just been playing since COD 4. I was a noob. I got destroyed. Back in the Vanguard beta, I went up against Scump and a full party of his homies. And I think I killed all of them in that game. I think I went like, I don't know, 12 and 13 or something like that. Like, I didn't have a good game. And I didn't even have audio. I wasn't even listening to the audio. I didn't have my headset on. I was playing one quick game before I had to dip. I had to go run somewhere. And I was up against his full party. And I killed, like, the GOAT, Scump. Your boy killed him in the Vanguard beta. Like, any noob could pick up a gun in Call of Duty and get a kill. Straight up defeats the purpose of the matchmaking. But anyways, he says, understanding spawns, lane control, map reading, and then the big one, not pushing the sniper that's holding an angle. So he kind of just told me that he's in one of the lower brackets, because if you're anywhere decent at this game and you're running into snipers, yeah, dude, they're running around like crackheads, bunny hopping, booty sliding, slide canceling, quick scoping, going for feeds, going for montage clips. If you're running into snipers just holding down lines of sight, you're in one of the lower brackets, right? But he's talking about understanding spawns. I mean, are we talking about new COD or old COD, man? Because if we were talking about old COD and we were talking about lane control, yeah, that makes sense for old COD. You could learn the game and you could be all right. You didn't have to sweat your ass off and you could still do okay in the game. Lane control, like, we don't even really have 3-lane maps in this game. What does he talk about lane control? What does he talk about spawns? Like, these are the most broken spawns we've ever seen. Like, they're counterintuitive, bro. Nothing makes sense in the game. What is this dude talking about? Says, sure, there's a big difference between good and very good, but after you played for a few days, or in most of our perspective, a few years, this game is straightforward. Also, skill-based matchmaking isn't as bad as people make it out to be. Controversial, hey. Remember, it's just a game. This sounds like a straight up deb. And now he's talking about skill-based matchmaking isn't as bad, but you just told me earlier on in your post you have to be in a lower bracket, man. Like, seeing snipers, if a sniper is decent at the game, dude, they're running around trying to go for high kill games. Like, these dudes, they don't mess around. They're on it. Their sensitivity is maxed. Like, you're not playing against good snipers in this modern age of Call of Duty that are just sitting there aiming down sight, waiting for people to walk into their screen. That's not how these snipers get down. They want the montage clips. They go real hard in this game trying to prove that they're good. Actually, the sniping community will shame you if you're just sitting back aiming down sight. Typically in this modern era, lower KD players that are not that good at the game or not that confident, good at sniping, will sit back and hard scope. But it's not even just the sniping. He exposed himself talking about how skill-based matchmaking ain't that bad and talking about lane control and the spawns on these maps with these trash ass spawns. You can tell this one is not very good at the game. Of course, we had a whole bunch of replies in there defending him, defending the multi-billion-dollar company, these Activision soldiers. They love this game. And this one was in the replies talking about this is the most fun he's ever had on Call of Duty. Tell me you started in 2019 without telling me. I'm not going to show you guys all those replies, but I'll show you this one from Goonmaster Super. He says, dude, this is the sweatiest post ever. I guess he meant to say COD ever. Just understand the fundamentals of lane control, etc. I just want to run around and shoot people. I think enough about shit during the day. I don't want to think that hard when I'm playing video games. Real shit, man. Real shit. Like, some of us just want to shut our brain off and just play. And he hits him back. Never said you can't run around and shoot people. This is aimed at the people that complain about basic fundamentals of a casual multiplayer FPS. This game has not been casual in years, man. What is this one talking about? The only people playing casually in this game is the ones swimming around a little kiddie pool in the protected bracket. This game ain't casual. If you've been playing for any amount of time, like this one claims he does, this game is the complete opposite of casual. This sounds like a straight up undercover dev. And the fact that he felt like he needed to post this, let us keep that in mind. So he's taking a jab at the people who complain about the quote unquote the fundamentals of the game. He's bothered so much by it, he felt like he needed to post this verbal diarrhea. In my opinion, undercover dev or somebody working at Activision trying to set a narrative or a little bit of damage control, just trying to make everybody think that the game is just so much better than it actually is. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments section, and let me know if this is something you want me to continue with. Maybe we can keep finding funny posts like this and just keep exposing these tards and have a little fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you on the next one.